Hey, Omnibus Cafe. Today we're going to check out The Punisher by Garth Ennis. This is the Marvel Knights run that comes right before the Max run. Really excited to show you this book. So grab a cup of coffee and let's check this book out. All right, here it is without the dust jacket off. Let's crack her open. So again, written by Garth Ennis. A lot of this run is penciled by Steve Dillon and inked by Jimmy Palmiotti. And I think one of the highlights of this entire run is the covers done by Tim Bradstreet. Now, he did, I think, all the covers for this run and a lot, if not all, of the covers for the Max run. But his covers are phenomenal. But the book starts out with a story called Welcome Back, Frank. And Welcome Back, Frank is really, I'm a huge fan of the Marvel Knights run, and I think it did a lot to save Marvel in the early 2000s, but it wasn't all perfect. The run right before this was also in Marvel Knights. The Punisher, he died and then he came back as like an angel or something really dumb. So Welcome Back, Frank kind of alludes to welcome back to classic Frank Castle, doing Punisher stuff. But this run is 12 issues long. I've read this prior to owning the omnibus. I had the trade paperback that I read to death. Thing was destroyed. I couldn't even sell it. The thing that's awesome about this run is it inspired a lot of the modern day Punisher movies. The first one with um, Tom something or other, I can't remember his name, and the second one with the other guy, I can't remember his name. I need to start taking notes. And even the Daredevil Netflix, current Punisher. This run inspired a lot of the events in all three of those movies and TV shows. Again, it's a 12 issue story following the Punisher as he's taking down some crime families. So obviously you know exactly what this one's from. The Punisher show where he's got him on the roof and he's saying, "You shoot me or I'm going to kill this guy." The art here is just really awesome. I think this is like the best Punisher artwork there is. I think this should be the only artist allowed on Punisher. Again, you see characters in here that we saw in the first two movies. Spacker Dave, the Russian, all came from this first story. So just a lot of stuff came out of this. More of the Tim Bradstreet covers that are just awesome. More inspiration for the movies. So again, this is about Frank Castle kind of returning to the Marvel 616 in classic form. We get a lot of cameos in this run. You saw Daredevil, Spider-Man shows up, Wolverine is in later arcs. We see the Punisher. I love this cover. This one's fantastic. This one's got Punisher going to some island to take down some guys who are doing not so great things. You get a lot of Detective Soap in this one too, which I think, we saw Detective Soap in the second iteration of film, but you get a lot of him through this story. Uh-oh, I think you guys know who's coming. There's a really cool, I don't want to spoil anything, but obviously Punisher and Wolverine don't always see eye to eye, and they have a bit of a fight in this one, and it does not end very well for our buddy Wolverine. We get Punisher going down to Texas as he's tracking down some gun traffickers. he spends some time down there, so you get to see him kind of out of that New York element, um, in unfamiliar environments, doing his thing. Oh, this one's kind of disgusting. So, this one's not as dark and violent as the Max run, but it is Marvel Knights, and they allowed him to do a little more. So, I mean, there's definitely some blood and guts and gore in this run. Oh, this is the one where he goes down to Texas. We've got a different artist on this one. I don't think these guys should be approaching Frank Castle from the back. The final run in this is, well, actually, the penultimate run in this one shows Punisher teaming up kind of with Spider-Man and Wolverine and Daredevil to take on the Hulk. So again, a lot of cameos in this one. You get a lot of context to his, life in the 616 with the other characters. There they are having a sandwich, I think, planning out their attack. And then this run ends on something that I'm sure all of you are aware of. Marvel's done many different iterations of so-and-so kills the Marvel Universe. Oh, this one is awesome. The entire thing is shot from the view of this dude's mouth. So here we got Punisher kills the Marvel Universe, who I actually don't think was written by Garth Ennis, but they included it in here. And it's, it's a what if. It's a, it doesn't, chronologically, it didn't really happen, but it's literally just Punisher killing everyone you know and love in the Marvel Universe. We got some extras, a couple interviews with Garth Ennis, some write-ups of the first few issues, kind of standard stuff, scripts. But yeah, so I really love this run. I personally think that if you're going to own one Punisher omnibus or you're going to read one Punisher book, this is the book to read it. This is where modern Punisher starts. The Max stuff is fun, but it's just Garth Ennis without a leash, similar to Preacher and The Boys. Good stuff, but if you want to know where modern Punisher starts and read some of what I think are the best Punisher stories, this is the book. Do us a favor, like and subscribe. Let us know what you think, and we'll see you on the next review. See ya. Don't forget, if you're in the United States, Canada, or Mexico, check out Friend of the Cafe and our favorite place to buy books, organicpricedbooks.com. And when you do, use our code Omnibuds for life and save $2 at checkout. Or if you're buying 4 books or more and you want them to ship all together, you can use Omnibuds for life, ship it together, and save 5% off your order. If you're in Europe and want to take advantage of another great shop, check out comicsbugle.com. Free shipping to the entire EU. You can also use the Omnibuds for Life code as a one-time use and start racking up points and get awesome discounts.